Hey everyone, it's Natalie joining you real quick at the top of this episode to let you know that this episode is in fact a Patreon teaser episode, which means that in order to get the full episode, you would have to be a Patreon member. Besides a bonus episode every month, you can expect really great things once we start getting higher numbers in the Patreon, like monthly virtual meetups, maybe weekly virtual lunches, and a pen pal program. But back to this episode. It is featuring our lovely and true friend, Elizabeth Kyle. You will recognize Elizabeth from our 90s male protagonist made me codependent episode and the turns out I do have religious trauma episode. But let's face it, she's on our show all of the time. We know her, we love her, and if you are a Patreon member, you get to hear us dive into how to deal with the heat wave when you have no AC, what to do with all of these lonely feelings that you have when you are in crisis and there's no one to turn to, and a really great trip that I took to go meet her in person for her birthday and all of the shenanigans that ensued. So enjoy this first 10 minutes, but then follow the link in the show notes to make sure that you are a Patreon member so you can get the entire Elizabeth Kyle and Natalie Katona experience. See you soon, and thank you to all of our current Patreon members. Patreon tolerators who we know and love. This is Elizabeth Kyle. You'll recognize her from our 90s protagonist made me codependent, and it turns out I do have religious trauma episodes. So I'm just gonna give you some time to get to know the wonderful community that I get to talk to every day. Because and I think that's it too. I'm worried that my listeners have FOMO and they're like, I wonder if they're friends. And I wonder, it's like, yes, I talk to these people.
Do though.
Yeah.
I always wonder that, when you you get to know somebody, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, you get invested in their relationships and everything. And I'm like, well, maybe that's what the little 30 to 45 minute, Patreon episodes could be, because it literally was just going to be my monthly diary where I would just come on, and maybe I'll still do diary entries, and I'll be like, this was July. This is what I tolerated. My AC is broken. No one wanted to fund that for
me. I felt so hard for you. That is what a month to have any type of ventilation issue.
Yeah. Because we're going into August, and everyone thinks August is the end of summer because they gaslight us with the beginning of school. But it's literally the hottest point of the year.
Yeah. All summer. I've been if this is June, because here it feels like it's 103 every day. It's not cool.
Well, and then remember when I visited you and we tried to relieve ourselves in your parents' pool and it was bath water?
Do you know what my daughter told me the other day about that? She goes, remember when your grandma was here and we went to, but it was so hot it felt like someone spit. I was like, what did you just say? She's like, it was so hot it just felt like you were sitting in someone's spit.
You said that.
I was like, I mean, you're not wrong. Well, I said, oh my gosh, you're connecting the dots for me now. I said sweat.
Oh, you did say
okay,
sweat.
That's what she was doing. She was totally mimicking that. Yeah, that's hilarious.
She was just parroting to you, what you said. Because I remember, because, I'm a guest, so I'm just trying to play it chill. And I'm like, the pool is fine. This is fine. What a lovely time.
I'm having a heat stroke. Right. It literally is so hot. The pool is so hot.
And then, of course, me and you, we're both just dealing with it, just allowing ourselves to dehydrate in a hot pool of water.
Trying to keep a casual conversation while also being so at what point am I actually going to jeopardize my health here. Like I should probably I
Right.
should probably stop.
We're sharing a garden hose back and forth to try to get
We
cool
so
water
oh my
on
God.
me.
We so were. Like we're like Tom and Huck. Like what is
Yeah.
that's not vacation. That's like the opposite of glamping. I'm sorry that that was your experience in this hot, miserable ass city.
No. And like,
It was lovely though.
it was still better than last week with no AC.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah. I
Cold,
mean,
cold hose in a pool,
cold
hot pool.
hose in the
Still
pool.
better
At
than
some point,
everything.
you looked at me and you went, I have a baby
I would now.
pool.
I want to like write a banjo song. Like yes, I
You're like,
was literally like, girl, I have a baby pool in my backyard that we can just be constant refreshing with a hose. Like
yeah,
this is some bullshit.
this is some bullshit.
Mhm.
I had, like, I know we're going in hard on the pool, but I did have a lovely time. It was a lovely visit. You have a new
No, it was
kitten,
very fun. Oh, the new kitten, Taylor Swift, Taylor Barbie Swift.
Taylor
Bless my
Barbie
heart.
Swift.
Yeah, that is right. Currently shopping for Barbie cat collars, and
Mm,
yeah, she's awesome. She's been such a joy. Like I just, oh my gosh, I miss having cats, and she is the cat. Like she is
yeah.
like, I've loved all my cats, obviously, but
Mm,
like hug you or like, I love that you're this, but also if you didn't like bite me every single way, that'd be cool. Like she's just the most like they call the breed the dog of the cat world, the ragdolls, which is like one of the only cats I'm not allergic to, thank goodness, because
right.
having a cat back in my life has just been a godsend. Like truly, it's helped my mental health, and she's fabulous. And I get to hear my daughter say things like, "Mama, Taylor Swift just pooped in her pants. She's doing so good," which is the whole reason for the name. It just pays
Yeah.
itself off every day. I'm
It's
like, yes, we were at
hilarious.
the vet, and they're like, Taylor Swift, and I stood up, and everybody was like, "What?" And I was like, "It's my cat."
It's my
And
cat.
yeah, the prescription has Taylor Swift written on it for her eye drops. It just continues to be
Yeah.
funny to me,
I I
and my
would have
dad has to say the full name every
I
time,
know.
which I love.
And he doesn't want to.
I just love making people do things if we're
Yeah.
being real. It happens so infrequently in my life as like a woman who tries to take a as little space as possible on bad mental health days that I do anything as like poke the bear as
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Because straight up I heard him. I was taking a nap. Okay, deep dive into just my life. No one's asking, but here you go. I was taking a nap at my parents' house one day. They have a very cute mid-century modern condo. They're retired. And my daughter and my dad, her pop were playing in the attached dining room where I was like laying on the couch. I think this was getting over COVID, or there was a reason. I'm not just like luxuriating in all my time because my parents keep my no. It was very like I got to do this or I'm gonna die. I took like
You're
a 30
allowed
minute
to
nap.
nap.
Listen to like for real. Listen to me though. Like be like
You're like, don't
that
worry.
was
I wasn't
why
like
and
napping. I wasn't tired. I
right.
was
Like I
dying.
wasn't tired, y'all. I'm a mom. I was dying, and so I had to. But I couldn't. I like always like this. Like I couldn't even fall asleep. It was like so like those like so much like get into real sleep. So I can hear everything that's happening, and I legit hear my dad about 15 minutes after I lay down and don't move, quietly to my daughter, be like, you know, name for a cat. What's that show your mom likes? The Golden Girls. What about Dorothy? How about Blanche? You like that for a cat? And Heidi just like combing her hair like they play salon. That's
Yeah.
what I do her. It's the cutest thing ever. She gives some haircuts. And she's playing with her hair and she's like, no, Pop, it's Taylor Swift. She already has a name. It's Taylor Swift. And like I texted my mom later and was like, tell dad it didn't work. Like
Yeah.
it started as a joke a little in my house and caught immediately. And it was just like, well, that's right. But my mom like was just screaming like, oh well, no, we love it. It's fine. I was like, no, I heard him like campaigning door to door to folks about this cat's name. It's Taylor Barbie Swift. Thank you very much.
He started an online poll and a petition.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's great. Because number one, I would be real tempted to convince everyone in Tennessee that I am fact am Taylor Swift because you could pull it off. And like with your hair, your
Oh, that'd
cat
be fun.
eyeglasses, your lipstick, like just like literally just like really convince people that you are in fact Taylor Swift picking up your eye drops in Memphis.
That would be so awesome. Somebody, okay, yes, we could get someone to like get a like they're just like us photo where like
Yeah.
they zoom into the prescription and it's like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they think I live in Nashville. I'm in Memphis, y'all. Yeah.
That's what I would
No,
do.
she's lovely though. Both Taylor Swift, the human and the cat.
Yeah. Last night on our Now and Then live on YouTube, I fully said that whether or not
Oh
I
my God.
am,
That movie now and then. Wait,
yeah,
are you
the
talking the movie?
yeah, the
Oh,
one
I
with
love that movie.
the banging soundtrack.
Now and then,
Yeah.
don't let me. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm familiar.
now that you're gone, all that's left
Oh,
is
that's
a
there
band
to
of a
the
ghost.
band of gold.
All that's
Oh, let
left of the
me
dreams I hold.
the dreams I hold.
I
I love it
literally,
so much, dude. We oh,
I love
why were
it
we not like sleepover style choreographing like song and dance numbers on your hair next
because
time?
we were cutting my hair manically. We found an old
True.
picture of
We
myself
for
in
real were.
like we found an old picture of
Yeah.
myself in elementary school and I go, I think that's the best my hair's ever looked. And you went, let's do it. Like,
Right now, I
yeah.
agree. It's happening. And then like you would have thought if somebody had just been a fly on the wall, you one would have thought that we had just discovered cocaine because
Mm-hmm.
literally I'm cutting your hair and you're like, it's so fast. You're cutting my hair so fast. I've been drinking some champagne, full disclosure. Um, and I was like, yeah, it's the cutest thing ever. And here's what else we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the salon I work at and get some hair color tomorrow, and also go to the Joe Bob convention. That's why you're here and stuff. But like, we're gonna dye your hair pink. Hey, let's just like wax our eyebrows. Do you want to wax your eyebrows? Do you want a pedicure? I can just get all that at the beauty supply store. In fact, yeah, let's just. I'll see what time. I was on my phone looking up what time the beauty supply store
Yeah,
open the next day,
you were. And
being
when
like, no,
we
yeah,
could and
when
could
your
not
time, and
be
doing
at
that
the
thing that
convention.
ADD people who are time blind. That's right. I do that thing where I like put plans in my mind in a real way that like four people couldn't do in 3 days,
Yeah. And then I'm
and just
convinced,
I'm like, there's tomorrow.
yeah. And then I get nervous because
Yep.
I'm used to Gen Con, which is like a 4-day affair and you still can't see all of it.